Hey guys, this is Davor from Tennis Haus. If you do not know me yet, I'm the founder and CEO of Tennis Haus. That's 4 years ago that we started Tennis Haus as a platform to share content from other coaches, my stuff, and we just wanted to spread the word around the globe that sharing is caring. And you know, when I grew up, I wish there would have been something like Tennis Haus where I can just go on and find some drills or help with stuff in my facility. People help. And today we're going to talk about low volley. And this is a topic I picked because in the US I'm teaching a lot 2-5, 3-0, 3-5 players, doubles, male and female. And one of the most common mistakes is a lot of players started to do just clinics and they do not work on the technical issues. But one big problem is in doubles you get a lot of lower volleys when you come in. So a lot of players have like a semi-western grip, and when they come in they try to hit that volley down here with the wrong grip. So that hurts already. It doesn't work to hold the racket like this. So I encourage you guys with this video, I just want to show you 3 drills and 3 exercises you can do to develop a good volley habit on the low volleys. So first of all, you have to determine what grip you have. So I would suggest, it depends on the players. If the players are just beginner players, and especially ladies who may not have so much forearm strength, if they can't get a Continental grip at the beginning, start off with the Eastern grip. And you can gradually move it over from the Eastern to the Continental. That's not a big problem. A big problem happens if the players have this grip and go and volley and hit the volley like this and do that for years, and then they can't change the grip. So anymore. The Continental grip, over the years, over 23 years of teaching now, in my experience, the easiest way for me, what helped the most, is to put under the armpit. With kids, hey, think you have a sword here and you pull the sword out. So this gives you a pretty good Continental grip. And like kids do that, love that. And for the adult players, you just tell them put the racket under the armpit, grip around here, have the index finger a little bit spread and grab the racket out. So grip is key on the low volleys. So another big thing is when the players come in, so you get the first volley around the service box area in doubles or singles. So the first thing is when you guys come in, it's important to split. And while you split, having the racket in front of you, below the eye level, because if it's too high, you see what's going to happen. So below the eye level, you land on your toes. So out of this position now, if it's on the forehand side, you take the right leg and push off. If you land in the split, it's on the backhand side, you load the outside leg and push off. So this is very important because in recreational level, what do we see so many times? They're playing doubles, they're hitting the ball, they're coming in, and they're just volleying. And that doesn't work. The split step is crucial. All right, so now we get actually into the low volley. I'm just going to show you a couple, and then I'm going to show you guys my 3 steps that I use that will help you if you practice them consistently. You can't just go out once a week. You have to practice that at least 3-4 days a week. I think in a month you should have a pretty good feeling how the low volley works. So right now, remember, getting the racket out here, having the Continental grip. While you run up, stay low when you run up because you can't run up high and then get low. You stay low the whole time, split step, and then let's go. Let's get to it. Let's volley. Ready? You split step, load the outside leg and push forward. And again. So we do that stepwise. So you run in, split, load the outside leg and push forward. Now the next one, the ball is going to come more to my backhand. So remember, you come in, you split, load the outside leg, racket in front. So this is just quickly to show you guys how to hit it. And now we will record how the steps work. 3 steps within a month should make a big difference. Guys, this is the first drill. To warm up, the warm-up sets the tone for the lesson. So you have the Continental grip. What I love to do beforehand I start to explain the low volleys is, get in that position and just knuckles down, knuckles up, knuckles down, knuckles up. So you let the player, you practice this a lot, like 20 times. So you go, knuckles up, knuckles down, knuckles up, knuckles down. And remember, the volleys are not close to your body. The volleys are out in front of you. So when you come in, knuckles down in front of you, knuckles down in front of you, right? So if the ball comes to the forehand now, knuckles down, push, right? On the backhand, knuckles up, push. This is key. And then with the time you can progress it. So we did the warm up, the shadowing in front, everything is in front, and then you take a ball. Get a feel for it. Make sure you have your Continental Grip. Knuckles up, knuckles down, knuckles up, knuckles down, knuckles up, and shift the weight a little bit. Feel the weight shifting, because that's the leg you're going to push off from later, right? Here, left leg, and then you push off. So that warm-up drill takes 2-3 minutes. If you come out, do that. Stand here, do this with the ball, weight, and make sure all the time, remember you have the sword out here, that you hold the Continental Grip. If you hold the same grip, but you turn your wrist to get the knuckles in the right position. So now guys, we come to the second drill, and that is the Hacky Sack drill. I love to do that drill. I saw that years ago and I implemented in every lesson, especially with the young kids. They learn playful how to hit low volleys. Adults love that too. So the Hacky Sack is soft. The good quality of the Hacky Sack is that it stays on the strings. So when someone tosses it and you have the right angle, it stays on the strings. And as I said, it's important, if it's for kids, it's playful, to learn how to low volley. Adults love it too. So now I'm just going to show you guys how that works. So I get the ball tossed to me, and I'm going to show you how to use the Hacky Sack drill. So you get in your position, you have the right grip. Ready? Low volley. So now, if I do not have the right grip and the not right angle of the racket, the ball is going to drop down. And it's important when you catch it in front of you, you give it with the short push forward back. That's we imitate the low volley. So here, and we push shortly up. And again, low in front, and we push it up. So you have to understand the low volley, the ball drops, and basically the way the ball drops, this is where the racket pathway goes up again. So there's no big swinging or hitting. It's a short motion. The same on the backhand. The ball comes. Here, my outside leg, I'm loading it, and I push forward. And again, same on the backhand. I load my outside leg, whoop, and push forward. So important is that your wrist is locked. What do I mean with the wrist is locked? So you lock the wrist to have stability. A loose wrist, if you go to a player and they push against here and you have a loose wrist, you're going to be weak. But if you pull the racket up towards you a little bit, then if someone pushes here, you're strong. And this principle occurs when you hit the low volley. So you're holding the racket not too firm, you squeeze a little bit, but it's not a loose motion. And that's very important. Before you start to low volley, always pull the racket a tiny bit up, a little bit, so you feel the lock in the wrist. Just a little bit here, you can play with that. Loose, locked. So this was the second drill. You can do this drill with 4 players, with 2 Hacky Sacks, right? And 6 players. This is fun to put in a group lesson. If you have another player that works with you and wants to improve it, you just switch. It's a great tool. All right, and this is the third and last exercise. If you have a bench, you have a pole, you lean it towards the net and adjust the angle, and take the grip out, Continental Grip as always. So here on the backhand side, you keep everything in front of you. You lock the wrist, so you get down here, and then you go keep the contact in front, and you push up. That's perfect. So you're right here in front of you. You can take your time until you adjust this. The ball is caught in front of you, and then you go slowly up and forward. So someone can toss you the ball. If you have a pole, it's easier. With this, it's more like the shadowing. And again, you keep the racket in front of you and you go up. Racket in front of you and up. Same on the forehand side, the same principle occurs. You bend your knees, catch the ball here and up. Right here and up. So this is a very, very good and efficient way with these three things. As you saw, two things are just shadowing. You can let someone toss the ball as well, and the Hacky Sack is more like a active thing you can do on the court. So all these three combined will help you to improve your low volley. Practice them every day. You can't have a change if you do it once a week or twice a week. So I'm not going to tell you guys, oh, you're going to fix this with these three things. Not going to work. If you don't put the time in, you'll not fix the low volley. So let's recap. The first drill was the touch drill, the warm-up drill, and then you can do it with the ball. Remember, when you get the racket, I like the sort, so that gives you a pretty good idea. And another tip that just crosses my mind is, so as I said, the index finger is very important. Has to be a little bit spread for the feel. We call that the trigger finger. You have it on the serve, where the feel is in there. You have it on the volleys, and you have it on the ground stroke. So that trigger finger is important. Don't have a fist here. Make sure that the index finger is a little bit spread.